Hi everyone, this is Revolution Ricky here in my house and in my office at Casa de Revolution, here to do episode 5 of Ricky's Scavenger Hunt. This is some stuff I've acquired over the past week, and I'm here to show all that off. But before I begin, if you would please hit like and subscribe to my channel, I would greatly appreciate it. Well, without any further ado, I'm going to show you what I got this week. Um, I had got like 2 CDs and maybe a handful of records, some for my wife, a majority for me. Um, and this one's for my wife, and probably my sister would probably be jealous too because they had a hit back in the late 80s. My wife loved this group. One of their songs is on the Very Merry Christmas. Came out in the 80s. I can't remember the title of it. But they also did their rendition of an Aerosmith classic, Walk This Way. I'm talking about Run DMC. Uh, I'm not a big Run DMC fan. I'm more of an Aerosmith fan, but I did like Walk This Way. It was a great rendition of that song, and then it put Aerosmith back on the map. I love Aerosmith. Seen him once in concert. Great band. At the time, I think Steven Tyler was pushing 50, and he was still doing backflips. But I really loved that band, and saw him in Mississippi at the Mississippi Gulf Coast Coliseum, and it was so good. It was back in '93 or '94 on their Get a Grip tour. Get a Grip album is phenomenal. I really love it, and Run DMC has all the hits. King of Rock, It's Tricky, which was had Penn and Teller in the video. Walk This Way, who also had Aerosmith. Mary Mary, which was on their follow-up album. Christmas and Hollis. To say this, have a few, the group's not around anymore. One of the members is no longer with us. I really don't know who, but when I saw this, and I thought it, because my wife loves that Christmas and Hollis, and it's on here. I figured, why not? She deserves it. She supports all my geeky attributes and nerd obsession with vinyl and CDs. And here's the CD itself. If I can get it out. Very cool. And Jesus, sorry. And there you go, right there. You can see the glare from because I'm back on my cell phone doing videos because it took forever to download a other video off the computer, so I'm back on doing it with my cell phone. Also picked up this because there was talk of me and my wife going, and we're still probably going to go. We're just going to wait a while. Don't know when, but hopefully. Not really a big country music fan. Of course, there are a few exceptions to the rule, but the best of Hank Williams Sr. and Hank Williams Jr. And of course, it has the songs that made them famous. There's A Tear in My Beer, which was a duet with Hank Williams Sr., Hank Williams Jr., Jambalaya on the Bio, which was a Hank Williams Sr. classic, Family Tradition, Your Cheating Heart, done by Hank Williams Jr., it has all sorts of these songs, and here's the track listing on here, and here's the CD. It's very, very cool. I had paid like $3 for this, and the CDs I get at Mobile Records in Mobile, they're pretty cheap. I mean, they're not really expensive at all, but they I go down there once every 2 weeks to do my scavenger hunts or wherever I want to go. Excuse me, I'm going to adjust myself. Well, live TV cut me a break. I had go down there and I stood for about maybe 90 minutes over there going through records and seeing what they had, and it didn't matter what records. It could have been albums, 45s, 78s. I saw some 78s that look pretty good, but I'm afraid to buy those because they break. They're from shellac, and you got to be real careful of them because they're delicate, because if they drop on the floor, they're in pieces. Anyway, I got some 45s when I was there. Got a few from my wife. And I really have been doing a lot lately with these. When I had went into one of my boxes to look for 45s, I found this one. It's an original pressing of the Queen Classic. Another One Bites the Dust from Elektra Records, and they had their album The Game released on Elektra Records. I think they also had I think it was 3 albums: The Game, the Flash Gordon soundtrack, and Hot Space, which is every band's allowed to have a bad day, but like I said, this is an original pressing, and I just found it in a box in my living room. Love Queen. When Freddie Mercury died, I did. My family could verify this. I listened to Bohemian Rhapsody every day for an entire year. Really love Freddie Mercury's voice, and it's a shame he's no longer with us. Also, I picked up some other 45s. Let's see. The Elton John and Kiki D classic song, Don't Go Breaking My Heart. Found this in I think a bin of 45s that were there, and was really impressed with it. Loved the song. Very 70-ish. Came out in the mid 1970s. And Elton John, he's just a talented performer. I really do like Elton John a lot. Also picked that up. Also, let's see what we got. Gotta find it first. And another Elton John classic song I picked up for a very cheap price. My favorite Elton John song of all time. I really liked this when I was growing up. I might have been about 5 or 6. Let's see, what year did this come out? Yeah, 1975 it came out. I was like 5 when it came out. 50 years ago. The classic song, Island Girl. Really loved the song. Has a good guitar riff in it. Piano in it. Always thought that Elton John's earlier stuff was more rock than his 80s and 90s stuff, which was more contemporary. He was in Mobile like about 15 years ago. I can't really remember when. And the tickets were just so expensive. I was like, it may have been cheaper to have Elton John just move in with us. But, if I needed to listen to Elton John, I could just pull a record out, or just pull out a CD version of it. Also picked up this one from the Eagles. It's from their 1994 live album, hell freezes over. Get over it. And it's backed with the other one. It's just that one off Geffen Records. Really do like the Eagles a lot. You know, there was some controversy, years ago with all these Christian televangelists saying how evil or demonic the Eagles were because Anton LaFay, or I guess that was him, was in a cover of the gate the gatefold of the album Hotel California, and I'm like, you know what? Stop. The Eagles are a very good band, and I doubt they were. I mean, Glenn Frey is a great guitar player. So is Don Felder, Joel Walsh, Timothy B. Schmidt, who was playing bass on that. It was just a stupid time for music in general. And of course, a local artist who got real famous real quick. And I really love this guy. And this is an anthem for everybody who's gone to, has worked over and over on the weekdays and just loved Saturday and Sundays off. Wet Willie's Weekend from 1979. Really loved this one. Every time I heard it, I was out in my car, cruising around, looking for new music, which is still to this day. And this would come on, and good song in general, from Wet Willie Weekend, backed with Mr. Streamline. I always thought that Wet Willie was cool. I mean, you don't hear a peep out of them much anymore because I think a few members are passed on. But, they still have the core members. I just wish they would, do a show here or there. And, there was actually a restaurant called Wet Willie's. I don't know where. I think it was in New Orleans, or it was in Mobile. It was in Mobile. Sorry, Live GD. Also, did pick up this one from the Steve Miller Band. From his Fly Like an Eagle album. Love this one. Basic rock song. Rockin' Me, which is a very good song. Came out in, oh gosh, I don't even know what year. All I know is these records are very old. I probably can find out if I did some research. My sister's a big Steve Miller fan. She likes them a little bit, but I like them. Rockin' Me is a good song from Steve Miller, and it's backed with, I'm not even going to pronounce this name. Good Lord. I can't even pronounce it. You can focus in there. You can pronounce it. All these were relatively cheap. I picked this up for like $2 or $3 a piece. Sometimes the guy gave them to me. And picked up this from one of my bands that I listened to back in the 80s. I had the live album. I thought this was the single from the studio album, but it wasn't. This is Alone Again from Docket. Rockin' with Docket. This is from the Beast from the East live album that they released in 87 or 88. Oh gosh, the years blend in. Let me take a look here. 88. And it's backed with It's Not Love. It should have been the A side to that one. I like It's Not Love better than I do Alone Again. Even though Alone Again, the studio track, is a very good song. And I bought the Beast from the East album for like $1 at I can't remember their name. I think it might have been Camelot Music when it was in business. They call it FYE now. But anyway, and I also picked up this, and it's kind of got a little bit of a warp in it, but it still plays fine. Not bad, not good. The Sun Records collectible record corporation of the Sun Classic, I Walk the Line, with Folsom Prison Blues. Tongue twister. Give me a break. Folsom Prison Blues by Johnny Cash. I really like Johnny Cash. He's just been a phenomenal artist, and I really do like his music. I spent listening to him for a whole part of the year, and this guy, this is a later pressing of a song. Because of the label, you can see it. But whatever. It's Seasons of My Heart by Jerry Lee Lewis with Linda Gale Lewis. Starting to get a little bit of a collection of Sun Records going. I really love the label. We were supposed to go, and it's backed with me and my wife were supposed to go on a trip. I'm still hoping we can eventually. And it's backed with Teenage Leather. All these were relatively cheap. I didn't spend much. I think I spent like $20 for everything. And I got her a few others records, but they were more or less New Kids on the Block, and I don't listen to them. Okay, I found this. I went to this one discount store called Five Below. It's a very good store. Everybody's heard of it. You can go in there and get candy for like a whole bag, if you want like 10 things for $1.50. And my wife goes there all the time and gets Laffy Taffy, candy, me some Charleston chews, but I gotta eat them in moderation because I'm type 2 diabetic. Anyway, I went in there to try to find a tripod for my phone so I can continue because my old one broke. So I went there and I didn't see anything, but I found this album. Now they're selling albums now, and it was like $10, and it's the soundtrack to Deadpool and Wolverine. I still got it sealed. I haven't opened it. It's got some good songs on here, except for I don't think I'm not going to listen to NSYNC. You might as well forget that one. Angel of the Morning, maybe. Huey Lewis and the News, yes, I'll listen to them. Patsy Cline with the Jordanaires, You Belong to Me. Lady in Red has even The Greatest Show, performed by Hugh Jackman, Keel Settle, Zac Efron, Zendaya, and from The Greatest Show on Earth, the Greatest Showman ensemble, which Hugh Jackman was starring in. Let's see. You're the One That I Want, the classic Olivia Newton-John with John Travolta song. I'll Be Seeing You by Jimmy Durante. Make Me Lose Control by Eric Carmen. Aretha Franklin, Y'all All Need to Get By. Good Riddance, Time of Your Life by Green Day. LFG, the theme from Deadpool and Wolverine, performed by Rob Simonson. Cost me only $10. I had $10 and credit points, so I cashed them in and got this. And I really love the Deadpool Wolverine movie. I like the Deadpool movies in general. I've never been disappointed when I went and saw those in the theaters sometime. And me and my wife just laugh until our heart's content because it's so funny. I mean, they're basically the funniest Marvel movies I've ever seen in my life. That and Guardians of the Galaxy. But anyway, I just wanted to come on here for a little bit and show you all what I got from my Ricky Scavenger Hunt episode 5. Well, I think that's going to about do it for me. I'm going to sign off here for a while. I'll be back on next week. So, this is Revolution Ricky signing off. Keep spitting that vinyl. And the CDs. And I shall see you all again in the next video. Peace.